Yeah, well, I feel like we gotta do something big for this new era. We're independent now. We don't have to listen to what the label wants. We can go all out this time. So, what were you guys thinking this time around? Blink-182 already did the reunion thing. I don't know if that's gonna pan out as much. Something that's gonna make us money. Guys, we already get paid by Olivia Rodrigo for sampling our song. I don't think that's a problem. We need something different, something we've never done before. And I think I might just have an idea.
Watch out. You might get what you have to.
Hi, it's Hayley Williams if she were to just binge eat nothing but Cheez-Its for 2 years.
Who's fat?
So, remember when I made that video? It was my first video of the year, talking about how, yeah, Paramore has basically, yeeted their website out the window, deleted all their stuff on their social media pages, including their profile pictures, and people were speculating that this meant that they were breaking up or taking another long hiatus. Well, that's kind of all thrown out the window, and I mentioned that in the video. Why would they say they're feeling themselves musically and state that they are in the studio working on new music, and then all of a sudden just kind of hit us with, oh, by the way, we're either taking a long break again, or we're breaking up, and more speculation started to come out with that because they canceled like 2 shows when people still forgot that, hey, they're touring with Taylor Swift later this year. If they were breaking up or going on hiatus, I don't think that those shows would have stayed where they are. And a couple weeks ago, we got clarification as to what was going on, as they teased that they were going to team up with the Studio A24 and do a cover of the Talking Heads song, Burning Down the House. Now, this is a collaboration with other artists, as basically this is supposed to be a tribute to that Talking Heads album called Stop Making Sense, and track 1 is done by Paramore themselves. And of course, Burning Down the House is a humongous, well-known song that came out in the 80s, and having Paramore do it just kind of sounds right. I mean, pretty much look back at their After Laughter era where they used more synth pop 80s type sound infused with their alternative sound that we've come to know from them, and that's basically what you get from here. Like, it's a cover that doesn't feel forced, it feels right, it feels genuine, and frankly feels like Paramore. And to me, this is kickstarting a new era. I know this isn't going to end up on an upcoming album of theirs, but there's some artists that will kickstart eras off with covers and whatnot. It's just that Paramore's never really been the band to do that before. I know in the past they've had some of their like live covers go viral, like their cover of My Hero by the Foo Fighters, which they later did record a studio version of acoustically for the Superman Returns soundtrack for whatever weird reason. And then, of course, in 2017, in the BBC Live Lounge, they performed a live cover of the Drake song Passion Fruit that was then played during that tour and that concert, because I remember when I saw them, they did an acoustic portion of the show, and that was a song they played, and that one kind of grew in popularity. But unlike, the Foo Fighters cover, they never made a studio version of it. But here, now that they're independent and not attached to a record label, I feel like the band is going to try to do things that maybe they couldn't do under a record label. And to me, that's going to make things a lot more interesting come this upcoming album cycle, as with them having the freedom to do basically whatever they want, this means they're going to go above and beyond to do things that they've never even done before. And that could definitely just make things interesting in the long run, because now they're going to have the tease stuff themselves, they can release whatever whenever they want to release it, and it also gives them the creative freedom to tackle maybe even more musical endeavors that they possibly didn't get to while they were signed with Atlantic and Fueled by Ramen. So overall, I'm expecting things to kind of, ease their way in, because in a message they sent after kind of saying like, hey, by the way, our cover of this song is coming out soon, they finished off by saying, see you in the next era, which would lead me to believe that this year, sometime this year, they're going to prepare to kind of go from This Is Why to whatever the name of the next album is going to be. And, hey, if we get a quick follow-up, I'm fine with that. As long as we don't have to wait 6 years again, I feel like it could be satisfying to say the least, considering This Is Why as an album to me is still good, but kind of felt underwhelming in a way where it was like there was good moments on there, but it just felt like there needed to be more. Like I was craving more, and yet they gave us so little, but maybe that was the plan, knowing that this time around, despite not having a record label, there would be a quick turnaround and we would get new music in no time.
Let him cook!
But all in all, that's really it. That's all you need to know. And that's basically my thoughts and why I think the band is going to go past this cover, and while they're still, not signed to a label. And who knows, maybe they might not sign with the label. Maybe they might stay independent. That could be the best way to go for them 20 years now into their career. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I said that. We're getting old very quickly. But until then, that's it for me. Stay safe out there, and I will catch you all in the next one.